The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across mid.
Field complete to John Ross. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. On first down, here's Breida. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Wait, 80. 21.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Check.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the slats. He's checking crack.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a toss play, it's Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Here we go.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
21.
Mike 5'9".
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Don't throw this way.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Passing, it's Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Blue there.
368.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 180.
It's 59, Mike to 59. Watch the screen.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180.
50 seconds to Mike. You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Screen play, McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Focus, defense, focus.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down as his guys are on the board first here tonight. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Here we go.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Six.
Mike Part 9. Hey, get.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
13.
Check 3.
They run again with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down, McKinnon. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, alert.
Now Garoppolo. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. 180. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 28 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together, and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here you go, Ken.
To throw again, Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch this.
And it'll be Dalton again. Got his man. It's Eifert. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 29 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a gain of 34. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
11,
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Breida on a toss left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
13.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
12. Hey, box drop.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Man open, it's Goodwin. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down to the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Garoppolo looking to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Regular. Check, Mike, 54.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down.
You got nothing.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Mike's 56.
Garoppolo. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here.